Previously on Survivor.
Do you want to go to the final three with me?
I would take you to the final two with me and get them.
When Werner approached Tom with a lifeline, he grabbed it with both hands.
That's all I need.
Go! After Tom won the challenge,
Yes!
he took Werner and Jean on the reward and sent Tony and Annelies to Exile Island, where a secret advantage was hidden. An extra vote at Tribal Council.
If for some odd reason I go home, then you just pick up the hat and leave. Okay.
Back at camp, Katinka revealed the top 3 plan to PK.
This is the perfect opportunity to get into this girl's head and heart. So you're taking Tom to the top because he's not going to get any votes. So it's just between you and Werner. I caught myself a fish.
If you help me get John out, whatever you say, PK, write this tonight. I'll write it down.
At Tribal Council, with no chance to strategize, the Alliance followed Katinka's instruction and voted Tony off. 11th person voted out of Survivor SA Philippines, Tony.
Snake.
6 are left. Who will be voted out tonight?
Guys, can I just ask what happened tonight?
Why?
When I sat down, I was handed the name Tony. And I just want to say again, got smacked for it.
What's up with Varys, guys? What's up with Varys? He's promised all of you something. Watch out. He's strong, my boy.
Yeah, she said he's a snake.
So at Tribal Council, I've been called the Mafia boss, the Neck, I've been called the Snake, I've been called the bus driver of the Alliance.
And he didn't even call the shots. Katinka arrived there today saying, Tony. I was like, all right. It goes to show again that oftentimes Van and I are not calling the shots and we don't care. Everybody thinks he's the ringleader. I was like, no, cut it out. It's hilarious. It's freaking hilarious.
But still weird.
Here's the thing, I'm not the bus driver, I built the bus.
I've got this extra vote. I would love to use it strategically and cleverly. My plan of action today is to just think it over and over and over and look for a little crack, look for a gap. It will be amazing to just swap it around a little bit.
PK asked me that he wants to go after Jean. The first person that I always want to speak to is Werner.
So this is my theory now. Just overall, Jean must be the next one to go.
Before PK.
Before PK.
You think so?
It's a hard thing for me to do because Jean is in the alliance of 4 people, but it's an individual game and I'm trying to maybe get something out of PK to benefit me in the game.
Well, PK wants to write Jean's name down as well. He'd rather go out at 5 than go out at 6.
I'm not against the things, but I think it's a little bit more risky.
Every conversation I have in this island is intentional. Now that I know who the top 3 wannabes are, I'm feeling powerful, you know? So I'm going to do what I can with this information. I'm not going home anymore.
I think they told me yesterday. Like, you guys are the ones that are going to top 3.
Who said that?
Exactly, I think.
Not Amur.
I don't know why you're saying that you're not going top 3 because they said you are going top 3. Like, I'm happy about that.
I know what they're doing. They want to get me to top 3 because I know that nobody's going to vote for me.
It doesn't matter what their reasons are. If you get into top 3, you get into top 3.
I would love $1 million, but I need to be realistic. But getting to 3 would be freaking awesome.
Exactly, would be.
I'll do anything that I need to do right now in order to get to top 4.
My issue is just there's a final 3. Tom, at this moment, got a lot of enemies. Werner, Katinka.
Yeah.
All of us can win immunity.
Yeah.
Jean and Annelies cannot win immunity. This block of 5,
Yeah.
everyone's mad at us. Everyone.
Yeah.
Great. But I have to vote for one of us. All I'm saying is it's a little bit more dangerous. Katinka, we are almost there. And then we face a fiery jury.
I understand you can't take me to 4.
Yeah.
But what I am asking is get me to 5, please.
Yeah, that's the best I could do for you. But,
Top 5 for me is going to make the world of difference.
but that was always the plan.
I know, but I don't know. I don't know if anything had changed.
No, nothing's changed.
She believes that I will never ever put her name down. She will guarantee my alliance with her until number 5. Which means my promise can then only go to number 5.
He's definitely going before you. And that was from the moment you said you were like with us. That was always the plan. Nothing's changed.
Okay.
Nothing's changed.
Thank you.
No, you're welcome.
Okay. But I do understand my play. And I'm okay with it, okay?
Jean is a huge blindside. She doesn't think it's coming from me.
You know what Jean says? She says, Tom, you know what? What's so amazing about you is you're so happy with being number 5.
Martinez.
Yeah, you're so happy about being number 5. Jean is being incredibly naive and gullible at this moment, thinking that Tom would settle for number 5 and go home.
That is really good. It's oyster.
Sure.
It's exactly the same as oyster.
She's resting so much in that fall that she stopped playing. She sits in the shelter. I rarely see Jean move. She never gets wood, she never gets water. She doesn't even make food anymore. Resting in the fact that there's these 4 people. And unfortunately, this might cost her the game.
Who do you think must go out next? I definitely know something's up because I can feel that Van is like trying to avoid me a little bit today. It's a strange feeling to be out of control. I hate it. Why are you keeping Tom so long? He's getting a new breath. He's getting confidence from all of you. He's getting entwined in all of you.
But the jury, when he says something, he goes like...
That's just Shanae.
Just remember the upside. If you sit with him, he's not going to take the votes away from you. Whereas the other 2 will.
They are nurturing him because they know the jury doesn't like him.
Yeah.
It will kill me if Tom's in the final just because he's voted in. Tom is a good one to take to the final 3, but that means that's my space.
Tom came up to me and he was acting like, I don't know about this top 3 thing, which I definitely know about yourself and Katinka and Tom. And I know about that, you know, that's the top 3.
PK, he says, I know that you, Katinka, and Tom are the final 3, and I am furious. Because I don't know how he came to that conclusion, but it is the right conclusion.
I do want to make it to 4. And if I am gonna be a jury member and I'm going to influence them to be on your side. You know, that whole camp that's there by jury, they all listen to me. That's why I feel like I'm the biggest asset.
I hate it when PK comes to me and he begs to stay in the game for one vote longer. And then always it is followed by a jury blackmail, because remember, if you vote me off, I will see it as dishonorable, and then I will go and tell the jury not to vote for you. That's what's implied, and I really, really don't like it, because I feel it is not playing the game on the island.
But basically what you are asking is you want to go further.
I want to go to top 4. That's all I want. I don't want to go to top 3, but I will influence the jury. And don't throw the jury out. The jury is still very much in play. And you could use the jury also. So think about that as well. You need the jury at this point.
Right now, I'm that guy that has nothing to lose. So I'm totally enjoying the fact that I get to make some moves when I have nothing to lose. I have no alliances. I've got no loyalty to anybody. So I can basically do what I want.
Oh my words.
That's a lot of mail.
What do you want? And at what price? If you make the right choice,
Auction!
reward will be nice. What for you?
Spending money.
At the auction, there will be a clue. And it's normally a clue or an advantage in a challenge. Now, PK is not a super fan, so he might not know about this clue that comes up.
500.
500 buckaroonies.
I plan to eat today, so I actually hope that someone like a Tinker holds out and takes the advantage in the challenge. For me, I want to eat.
Let's get ready.
Let's get ready. Guys, can I chat with you too, real quick?
Do you think it's his last plea for one more day?
Probably.
I think he's had enough. One more days.
I wanted to find out from you as well. Like, our agreement was that I don't want to go before John.
Yeah.
And we agreed on that. Like,
Yeah, like I tried to speak to Bim and like about John going and stuff, and I tried everything in my power. Spoke to everyone,
spoke to everyone. Who's everyone?
like all of the people.
All of the people. Who's all of the people?
Like
Spoke to John about it.
You spoke to John about John leaving.
no. Okay, we didn't speak to John.
I just want to know, when did Tom enter the top 3? Because PK is sure of a top 3 with
Yeah.
Tom, which includes me.
Yeah.
And Tom told me himself.
The difference between Werner and Katinka is that Werner is being very paranoid. He's not trusting me. He knows what I'm capable of. And therefore, that shuts out his trust with me. And I know what it takes to get certain things out of Katinka.
Why would you go and speak to Bernard about it?
Because he's your partner, and I don't want
But
Werner.
let
because
me
also,
be the one to speak to Bernard, because now that you're saying this, Bernard is feeling paranoid and stuff.
paranoid about
Because we have to like blindside John and stuff like that.
me knowing your power, me knowing your mind, me knowing the capabilities that you have. I will know that you're able to influence someone else and
So
someone
give
else
me
will-
time. It's not time yet.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm saying that's okay. I'll give you time to do that.
That's what I'm trying. Yo.
Come on in, guys. Come on in. Grab a seat.
What?
You know.
The prettiest auction ever.
As we roll. As we roll.
What is
This is so
happening
cool.
here?
Welcome to the Survivor auction.
Wow.
You guys all received 500 pesos. That is local currency. All right, let's do it. The Survivor auction is open. First item.
$100.
Fries
100
and
bucks.
fried chicken.
150.
170.
200.
200. John says 200.
250.
250 to Werner. Werner paying 250.
270.
Hey, I'll do 300.
300. Werner bidding 300. 320 to Jean. It is a bidding war.
I'll do 350, Nico.
350 to Werner. 400. Going once. Going twice. 400. Sold to Jean for 400 pesos.
Nicely done, girl.
This is the chicken dog.
So happy.
Go, guys.
Enjoy.
Oh, Johnny.
Wow, that's
Oh,
it.
my word. It's so aggressive, man.
And play your game.
Girl's gotta do what a girl's gotta do.
She's played.
Right. Next item. This item is going to stay covered. Opening bids.
20,
50 to Katinka.
70,
80.
90,
90 Annalise.
100.
100 to Katinka.
120.
I'll go 150.
150.
I will do 170.
190, Tom.
Yep.
Tom bidding 190 for a covered item. Going once, going twice, and sold to Tom.
Oh, let's see.
If it's a cake, I'm going to kill
Please be a coconut. Please be a coconut.
I don't know what else.
Please don't be a schmuck.
190 pesos.
Yep.
You bought yourself.
Yeah.
Donut.
No! I'll eat
That's a
it!
good one.
I'll put it in my face!
Oh, well done, Tom.
You guys ready for the next item?
Yeah.
Opening bids.
You don't know what's inside.
20.
20 from Katinka.
40,
80.
100.
Annalise bids 100.
120.
120. Annalise, you out? Annalise is out.
I'm
Katinka
gonna
now.
do 200.
200 to
I'm gonna take a
Werner.
chance. I'm gonna take a chance.
Werner going once. Werner going twice. And sold to Veris for 200 pesos.
Big
What is
brain.
that? I just want to know what that is.
Probably a bowl of rice.
Bowl of rice.
Oh, yay!
A bowl of rice.
I had to take a chance, and it's cold.
It's cold.
So it's basically a meal.
Right, moving on to the next item in the auction.
It says
This
buy.
will also remain covered. Opening bids.
20,
100.
100 from PK.
120,
140.
140 PK.
160,
200.
200.
220.
220 Annalise.
240.
240 PK. It is a
260.
battle. 260 Annalise.
This is aggressive.
PK's out. Annalise 260.
280.
280 to Werner.
The cake is coming.
300.
300 Annalise.
Thanks, Annalise.
Sold to Annalise for 300.
Annalise is so excited.
My nerves.
You paid 300 pesos for gourmet sandwich and fresh
really not
fruit
bad.
juice.
I would actually love that.
Enjoy. Remember, you can't share it.
Well done. Well done. I must go for the cake, Annalise.
That's a decent salmi, that girl.
Next item.
260 bucks.
280.
280 to PK. Tom already out of the game.
300.
310.
Going once,
That's a good
going twice. Sold to PK for 320.
Nicely done, boy.
PK, you can opt to take what you paid for,
Yeah.
or you can give it to the rest of the tribe and rather take this, which will remain covered.
Nah, I'll take that.
You sure?
I'm taking the food.
Off you go. PK opts to keep the biltong and beer.
All the protein, beef.
That is your dream, PK. It's protein.
I'm not taking chances here, people.
Yeah.
Next item up for auction. Covered box.
260 bucks.
260 to Tom once.
300.
300 to Katinka.
Good job.
300 going once.
Ooh, she knows on a bargain.
300 going twice. And sold to Katinka. Open it up. Take a look. What you have there is an advantage to be used in the next challenge.
Thank you.
Well done, girl.
That's
Well done,
lucky.
Katinka.
John, how's it going there? You gonna be all right? Next item, up for grabs.
Baby cakes.
Opening bits, I'm gonna leave it covered.
300.
300 from Werner.
What?
Werner has the most money in the auction.
Pineapple.
That's 300. Everybody else is out.
Nico, if it's more rice, I don't know what's going to happen.
A bowl of peanut butter. You get to share this with your tribe, but I'm going to let you have some peanut butter by yourself right here.
Cool.
But you'll have 60 seconds between all of you to polish off as much of this as you can.
Cool. How much time do I have, Nico?
Let's make it 20 seconds. Werner, peanut butter is yours. Your time starts now.
I'm going to go slow, guys.
He doesn't need it. He's got 2 fingers.
That's the worst thing. It sticks to the roof of your mouth.
3,
You can't swallow it. No.
2, 1, and grab a seat. Everybody duck in there.
Oh!
Your 60 seconds starts now, everybody. Tinka grabs a big handful. PK 2 handfuls.
takes lekker, baby.
10 seconds left. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Katinka, eat up. 4. That's going to come off your hand. 3, 2, 1, and stop eating, everybody.
Yeah. Listen, I suck at most challenges, so this was totes up my alley. Eating, food baby, she happy.
On that note, leave everything behind. And off you go. Head on back to your camps.
Somebody carry me out.
Must be okay if it's burping.
Still, I guess it's okay if it's burping.
Did you say that you're going to final 3 with me and Katinka to PK?
No.
So Katinka actually told him. Katinka has leaked every move from the beginning of his.
Wow, what's up with her and Pika?
I don't know. He gets information out of her. I'm not mad at Katinka. He gets her to speak. I'm in a final 3 commitment with one person who keeps on spilling information, Katinka. And the other one is a dragon. I find Tom. I said, Tom, why did you tell PK that you, me, and Katinka are the final 3? Tom said, I did not. And if you tell Tom he's lying, he gets furious. Now Tom is on his way to the camp to confront PK.
Apparently, I had something to say about Final 3. I've never said that.
No, it doesn't
So
matter.
I want to
It
know
doesn't
why
matter.
you throwing my name around that I'm saying stuff that I didn't say, my bro. Because then we're going to go straight back to fighting again.
I know it's going to be ugly, but it's the best thing at this moment because I need to get the headline away from there's a finals 3, Werner, Tom, Katinka, to being there's a massive fight between Tom and PK again. And so it happens.
Did you not say that they want to pull you to top 3 because they know you're not going to get any votes from anyone? Did you not say that?
I did not say that. And I'll look you straight in the eyes and I'll tell you I did not say that.
You've lied many, many times before. Those eyes don't convince anyone.
Excuse me? Show me a lie that I've told. Show me one. Show me where I've said to you, I promised this, and I've lied about it. Once in this entire game. We are Kora Buti. We are pussies. You can do whatever you want to. You can call me an arsehole, you can call me all sorts of things. But don't ever call me a liar, my man, because then we've got time together.
Liar.
Then we've got
you
time
are
together.
a liar. And I'd lie as well. You playing the game. I got nothing to benefit from me saying you're going to be in top 3. That's the bottom line.
I was mad because this is now the 2nd time he's challenged me, and now he's called me a liar. And now he's done it in front of everybody. Kick some ass, take some names.
And if you want to talk about beating someone, I will whoop your old ass. Bear that in mind.
You do what?
I will whoop your old ass.
My old ass?
I will.
Whenever you're ready.
It's not going to happen here, Tom. I'm smarter than that.
Whenever you're ready, big guy. Seriously. I try and check some people like you.
According to me,
And according to a conversation I've had with Werner, and this stays between us, you, me, and Werner are top 3. We cannot have Annelies in the top 3 because there's too many Luzons on the jury.
If my plan doesn't work, then it's going to backfire massively. So, your words are in my mind
Yeah.
all the time to do something big.
Yeah.
I am capable of doing something big.
Oh, you are?
I need 2 people to vote with me, so that makes then 3 against 3 and my extra vote. And then we can tumble the mafia. But I need an extra person. And I mean, I know I'm assuming you're in. I'm not even going to tell you yet. I'll only tell you once I can convince one more person. And then we can turn this whole thing around. So,
Annelies, the mere fact that you pull me aside to tell me that you're working on something means you're willing to tell me what it is.
no, I can't tell you what it is. No, I can't tell you what it is yet because I haven't got a plan.
What are you thinking? At least tell me what you're thinking.
No,
I promise you I won't tell anyone. It'll be between us. Because I want something to happen.
I need to convince one person to just vote differently.
To vote differently?
Yeah.
A tribal?
A tribal.
All right.
And that's all I can tell you now.
No. Totally understood. I'll wait
Okay.
for you.
Yeah.
You let me know later.
Yeah, I will. So I've got PK. 1 vote.
But Katinka, you and I are solid, and if you hear other stories, you need to say something.
Yeah. Okay.
Because we are so close, and it's so easy if we just all stick to what we've said. Because none of us can beat PK.
None of us
If
will be.
PK sits on final 3, bye million.
Come on in, guys. You guys ready to get to your next individual immunity challenge?
Yes.
First things first, Tom, you know, I have to take that back.
Be gentle with her. She's beautiful.
I will do. Once again, individual immunity is up for grabs. If you want it, you have to win it. For today's challenge, each of you will need to complete a block puzzle whilst working against time in the form of a Survivor pinball machine. While your ball is making its way down that board, you can work on your puzzle, but you have to catch it as it passes that last set of pins and send it back to the top. If your ball slips into the gutter, it's a time penalty. You have to stop and wait as it makes its way down those gutters. First person to complete their puzzle correctly wins this challenge and individual immunity. Guaranteed 1 in 5 shot at winning the title of Sole Survivor. Money that goes along with it. Everybody else, fair game at Tribal Council. Somebody will be the next person voted out of this game.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Katinka, you bought an advantage at the Survivor auction. Now is the time to open it up and read it. Read it aloud.
In today's challenge, if your ball should fall, your waiting time will be half that of everyone else's.
Wow. As you've all deduced, it is a time advantage. PK, that could have been yours.
It was risky, Nico, and my stomach is still full, but that could have worked right now.
Okay, we'll draw for spots, and then we'll get to it. Playing for immunity. Survivors ready? Go! PK is struggling to get his ball onto the board. Katinka struggling to get her ball onto the board. Do not lose that advantage, Katinka.
Right, it's there.
Oh! Annelies drops her ball into the gutter.
Go.
When you're waiting, you're standing back. You do not look at your puzzle. Great catch by Katinka.
What the
Tom again loses focus and the ball is in the gutter. Werner, same thing. Annelies, Tom, Werner waiting for those balls to drop, and they do. You are back in the game. John, that is a pathetic throw. Oh, Annelies losing focus again. Tom, nice catch. Tom getting the hang of the split focus thing.
bloody Tom.
Once again, a challenge that's a great metaphor for this game. You have to split your focus, think on multiple levels. But if you concentrate too hard on what's in front of you, you miss what's going on behind you. Jean's ball is in the gutter. Step back, Jean. Even the throwing of the ball onto the board is a precise movement. Tom drops his ball into the gutter. Tinker getting a feel for this, and her timing is spot on. Annelies is in the gutter again.
Focus there.
If you win this challenge, a 1 in 5 shot of winning this season of Survivor South Africa. Jean focused now, getting the timing just right, hungry for a win.
No, man.
Annelies's ball is back in the gutter. Once again, Tom just standing around, waiting for the ball to drop.
Oh, come on, man.
Tom back in the gutter. Frustration setting in now. Vander making great progress in this challenge now. Jean getting the timing down again. Great catch. Annelies has the timing down. Now you got to move, Annelies. You're still in this challenge. Jean drops her ball. 10 minutes into this challenge.
Nico, have a
Vander
crack.
thinks he has it.
Have a crack, Nico.
Vander wins immunity.
Oh, my word.
Well done.
I actually had quite a lot there.
I was going.
Katinka, you had a time advantage in a game where time is critical.
No, I don't know what went on. I was never good at pinball, or I could never beat my brother's high score, and it was an advantage. It was not a cheat code to beat the high score. So.
Werner, huge relief when you won this. Do you feel like you needed it?
To have that thing around my neck tonight, it's really precious. Really, really.
And it was another battle, and you won it. Well deserved. That means, once again, this is yours. Come and get it. Savannah, you are safe from the vote at Tribal Council. Guaranteed 1 in 5 shot at the title of Sole Survivor. Safe from the votes where everyone else is fair game. Where for one of you, the journey as a contestant in this game will come to an end. You have the afternoon to think about it. I'll see you all later at Tribal Council. Well done. Off you go. Grab your stuff.
That's very.
My plan for today is, because Annelies came to me the other day and she pulled me aside after that little argument with Tom, and I got her mind thinking that we need to start making some moves, and the moves need to happen while there's still 6 people here.
As number 5, what do you want to do?
Yeah, I'm still trying to think of something.
You're still trying to think of something at this point. You haven't spoken to Tom and Jean. I feel like it's a perfect
I've
time to do that.
seen that John is, I've tried with John. I think that's a closed book.
It's a close book, so she thinks she's going to be top 3. And Tom thinks he's going to be top 3.
So that's going to be an interesting one, that.
Wow. John?
Yeah.
Why are you so adamant that you're going to be top 3?
Adamant with who?
It seems like you're going to be, you two seem like very adamant on top 3.
Who's you two? Me and Vander.
You and Tom.
Is it?
What's happening now?
Apparently, I'm adamant that you and me are going to be top 3.
That's what it seems like to me. I mean, Katinka, the only constants. The top 3 is Tom and Katinka and Werner.
Okay.
Then there was a different theory that you as well. So, yeah, I was kind of wondering why you guys are so adamant on that.
Not adamant on anything, my friend.
All right, John. I was just wondering.
Sucking stuff out of his thumb. He decided to play this game every time he's on the bottom. Tries to spin stories and find the crack, and it's just so transparent and... shame.
I know who I'm going to vote for tonight, and I know that the next move I'm going to make, which is probably not going to be the nicest move, that's to get Jean out after she thinks she's going to be Final Four.
Will you do that?
Yeah.
I never thought you would.
Okay, so you think...
That's amazing.
Okay, but you say nothing.
Are you being serious?
I mean, when have I lied to you? Getting Jean out is a big move because people think Jean is going to be sitting in the final three. She knows this, and she's going to embarrass herself because we're going to vote her out. Just a big move in the sense where people think this alliance of four has been sticking together and they want to stick together until the end, but that's not going to happen.
Yeah. But I like the way you think. I love it. I absolutely love it.
Really?
Yes. I never even had that as an option, but I was still looking for that person to help me get through. And I hadn't spoken. I thought, let me first get through tomorrow and whatever. So, I mean, things can really start happening now. But I think timing is everything in this game. So the later you almost leave it, the more results I think you'll get.
Place your torches, grab a seat. We'll now bring in the members of the jury. Vusi, Shanae, Alessa, and Tony, voted out at the last tribal council. Annalise, you've all been in this game for 33 days now. One would imagine you've grown as accustomed as one can possibly to your circumstances, both natural and the social elements. And there's fewer of you, so it should be more comfortable at camp, right? Is that the case?
Once the camp gets smaller, you are noticing more things around you. And we've had a few moments in the camp this week with other members because you're in each other's face a little bit more, and if someone's missing, you notice that immediately. So it's good, but it's also quite stressful.
Werner, the stressful part that Annalise mentions, that paranoia, are you experiencing that?
I don't like it when things are happening that I cannot control. And humans are very difficult to control. And so I don't sleep a lot.
And yet you're sitting there, you're safe tonight. And this is the second immunity that you're wearing. Does that change the way you behave?
I know that I'm very bad when I'm in a frantic state. I make bad decisions when I'm anxious and when I'm worried. But just having a little bit of peace that tonight is not your night. And that's what this thing means to me. It helps me to make decisions that are sound.
Tom.
Nico.
You're given to emotional outbursts at challenges and here at Tribal Council.
Yeah.
Do you find it hard to contain yourself back at camp when it is stressful, when you are coming to Tribal?
You're constantly fighting the urge to have a little lapse of emotional strength. So when that time does come, and it can be anything. It can be somebody knocking over your water. It can be PK looking at me funny. It sets it off immediately. And coming to Tribal Council and not wearing that thing around your neck will set it off even easier. It's very difficult out there right now.
Is there something that happened? Is there something going on?
PK and I we've had two solid goes at each other where he's going to take the old man out and I'm going to kick his young butt.
Well, let's talk about what Tom is saying.
I think for me, it's because I came here knowing that I'm a very small minority of one person. So it doesn't matter what outburst I have with Tom. I know that it's not going to lead anywhere. It can't have any long-term effects because I've been on the chopping block for a while.
PK, every time you come here, you tell me you're going home, and you never do. But here you are again tonight, and I'm assuming you're on your way out, are you?
Oh, yeah, definitely. There's a lot of cracks here. The attachment is a lot stronger than what the cracks are. I mean, I've tried to move to pull some last-minute moves, but, you know, they're not trying to hear it. They're not trying to see the bigger picture. As a matter of fact, as it stands over here, all right, I've had 2 variations of a top 3, and there's 2 constant people in that top 3. I try to use a little bit of that knowledge And apparently, people aren't trying to do anything with that, and no one is willing to take a risk.
John, PK is saying some interesting things here.
I find it really interesting that there's all of a sudden set things. Top 2, top 3. This game changes every single day. So to sit back and be like, yep, that's the one.
Isn't it interesting? Here's a guy sitting who's telling me essentially that he is powerless in this game and that he's going home tonight. And yet the minute you're voted out, PK, the irony is you become quite powerful. Instantly. Werner.
There's 2 games going on the whole time, and it is so difficult to balance this for me. What comes first? Must you first play the game on the island, or must you first play the game of the jury? Or somewhere in between, you need to find a balance, and that is hard. This is what makes this a great game, is the person whose plans you crush. They're the ones that determines your fate at the end, and that's just the truth about Survivor.
PK.
I look around, like I said, I'm a small minority. It's me against Werner's alliance. And everybody here, whatever I tell them, ends up going to Werner. And they know about everything. I tell Katinga something, it's going to Werner. I tell Annelies something, I'm not sure about that one.
Yeah, thank you.
So it's like, if Werner says, I'm done, they've already spoken about it. Trust me, Nico, when I say today, I'm done, doesn't mean I didn't try.
It seems like you're pointing a finger at someone you're saying is the kingpin, because you're saying everything goes back to Werner. Is that, I mean, finally someone's pointing a finger. Is that the case in your mind?
Yeah, maybe he's the kingpin.
No, he is the kingpin.
Tom, do you agree that there is someone that all the information flows to?
No,
Not.
I don't agree. There's some of them that have been together since day one and kept an alliance through all of this thick and thin, through all of this merging, through all of this tribal shuffles and swapping islands. Somehow or another, they kept their loyalty and their promise to each other. And that's worth a lot in my book. And that, to me, is dangerous. Very dangerous. I don't want to go up against those people.
Well, with that, it is time to get to the voting. Werner, you have immunity. That means no votes can be cast against your name. Everybody else is fair game. Tom, you're up first.
It's time to really, really go home.
I'll get the votes. If anyone has a hidden immunity idol and you would like to play it, now would be the time to do that. Once the votes are read, the decision is final. Person voted out must leave the tribal council area immediately. I'll read the votes. PK. That's 1 vote PK. PK. That's 2 votes PK. PK. That's 3 votes PK. 12th person voted out of Survivor SA Philippines and the 5th member of our jury. PK. PK, that's 4. That's enough. You need to bring me a torch.
You're a snake. You kangaroo. You koala.
Yes!
41 years.
PK. The tribe has spoken. Well, based on my experience with this game, it seems to me that that may have been the last unanimous vote. From here on out, the only thing that's going to keep you safe at Tribal Council is that immunity around your neck. So get out there and play hard. Grab your torches, head back to camp. Next time on Survivor.
Werner doesn't win immunity. Let's get him out. Tom, you don't stand a chance against Werner.
She says she got a plan that upset everybody and win the jury. Is that when we get to 4, we vote you out?
True story.
True story.
We can do both.
I'm very happy with the way I played the game, and I gave it my all. From this experience, I'm taking away being pushed to your limits, and it's just finding it inside of you to go the extra mile. Please, God. I'm happy that I gave it tooth and nail. I was electrifying, and unfortunately, I didn't go all the way, but I did stick to my game plan, and I'm proud of that.